Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to be, do, or have anything you want by not wanting it. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. A big lesson today. The idea that you can be, do, or have anything you want by not wanting it. It is this paradox that I've talked about before, but I really want to hit it today. I really want to unpack it. A lot of spiritual teachers, one of the biggies, Abraham Hicks, talks about this idea that the only reason we want anything, the only reason we desire anything in our life is that we will feel good or feel better when we have it, or when we do it, or when we are that. This is the idea. But what normally happens, we get what we want, or we become what we want, and we still don't feel that happiness or that joy that we thought that would stay with us doesn't stay. What's going on here? And here's the big point. And the spiritual teacher Genevieve Davis talks about this in Becoming Magic. I'll leave a link below. That the feelings of feeling happy, all feelings, whether it's happy, unhappy, anger, anything, doesn't come from the outside world. But we think it does. We think that we'll feel better if something in the 3D world changes, but the feelings are not generated from there. They all come from within. So it's not simply about saying, when I get this or I have this, and when I am that in the 3D world, that I'll be happy. It's that the feelings of happiness or sadness or anger or jealousy all come from within. But where do they come from? They come from your thoughts. And where do those thoughts come from? Those thoughts come, hear this guys, those thoughts come from the story that you're currently telling yourself. This is big. It's that inner speech. It's the story that you're telling yourself. That's what makes you unhappy or sad or joyful or miserable, depressed or elated. All of that comes from the story you're telling yourself. When you change the story, you change your thoughts, and then you change those feelings. So it's not about saying just get happy. That's hard. That's impossible. It's about changing your story. When you start changing that story of what you're telling yourself, both with words to the outside world and that inner speech, then your world changes. This is big. So how do you do it? Well, how can you be, do, or have anything you want by not wanting it? Because you don't want it now to be happy. It doesn't come from that. You know now. You know the secret that feelings come from within. They only come from the story you're telling yourself. So as soon as you change your story, you change your feelings. So all that wanting, all that grasping, all that seeking doesn't even make sense in this context, right? Stay with me here. So what's the key? The key is not minding what happens. Whatever happens, accept it. And then whatever happens, you get everything you want. You are now in that receiving state. Not minding what happens equals getting everything you want and equals that allowing state. Because the pressure's off. It's not the thing that you want that makes you happy. It's the story you're telling yourself. So you get everything now. Because you know it's you. The power is within you to make yourself unhappy or happy. It's not with the outside world. Nothing on the outside world has any real power over you to make you feel happy or unhappy, right? All those feelings come from thinking. That thinking comes from the story you're telling yourself. When you change the story, you change your thoughts and you change the feelings. That's how it works. This is powerful, guys. Now, imagine if you know this, that these positive, negative feelings, they come from within you and from the stories you tell. Now there's no fear. You no longer need to control the world or the people, events, and circumstances around you. The only reason we feel like we have to control those is because we think they're going to make us feel good or bad or happy or depressed or whatever it is. Right? Angry or jealousy. None of those do, because it's all within you. It's all in your story. Then now you know that nothing can go wrong. All outcomes are okay. Why? Because the outcomes in the 3D world can affect you. Oh, it's only the story you're telling yourself. This is big. Failure doesn't even exist in this circumstance. It's silly to think of failure. Failure is only that thought that you think, that outcome that you think that can make you feel happy or sad or depressed or worthless. That's just a thought. That's just a story. Once you change the story, failure doesn't exist. All outcomes are good. There's no judgments. There's no attachments now, right? The wanting is gone. The yearning is gone, right? That pain, that suffering is gone. This is big. You are now free to do anything in order to get your desire. This is the big part. This is the takeaway, guys. This is big. Knowing this, now you are free, knowing that you can't feel, knowing that all outcomes are okay, knowing that you don't mind whatever happens, right? Even the worst case scenario doesn't matter, because it doesn't, the 3D world can't affect you. The power's within you. You tell the story. Now you're free to do whatever you want to get your desire. That's why not minding what happens equals getting everything you want, equals that allowing, receiving state. That's when everything comes to you, guys. This is powerful today. I am your host, Tom Caron, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Follow us on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Caron, our website at tomcaron.com or besomethingwonderful.com, or write me at info@besomethingwonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, with great love, this is Tom. See you soon.